Hi, I'm John Garber, the Master of Disaster from Connections for Business. I'm here with Randy Weir, and I meet Randy a couple times a year at a conference here in Nashville. Randy, I'm sorry, the name of your company again?
Decision Systems Plus.
Decision Systems Plus. He is an expert in IT and business, and I wanted to ask you, what's maybe the #1 trend that business leaders should be looking for in 2011?
Thanks for asking, John. We're finding a lot of people today will have different events take place in their business that leads them to think that they need to make a major change in their technology infrastructure.
The whole platform.
Replace their servers. And traditionally what people have done is they then say, oh, well, let's go ahead and bring in a new box, or maybe we need to bring in a collection of servers in order to go ahead and fill
basically doing the same thing over again.
That's exactly right.
That's old technology.
It's old technology, and that's what we as humans tend to do. If we've been doing it, we keep on doing it.
So what should we be looking for in 2011?
Well, I think that what's taken place with respect to cloud computing as a terminology today is it gives the business owner the opportunity to look at instead the business issues of the server functionality, and they can now go ahead and examine what or when does that make some sense to have on site, and where instead could it make sense to have that be done at servers in the sky, off-site, and the kinds of benefits that that may bring to the table. And when that examination is done, we're finding today 2 times the number of clients decide to put it in the sky as opposed to those putting it on site.
Excellent. Now what we found without cloud computing, I'm sure you've seen the same thing, is financially, in the long run, they also end up ahead of the game. Are you seeing the same thing in your business?
Absolutely, but it's more important than just what somebody may think of as out-of-pocket cost. We find them getting increased peace of mind. We find them having more ability to have uptime and accessibility. The things that in fact are translating to financial value to that client that aren't necessarily apparent when they're just thinking in terms of the check.
So it's value over dollars.
It's the whole package that talks about return on investment for that business that's going to in fact make a difference in that business continuity, their ability to perform and deliver to their customers.
Excellent. Those are great points, terrific points. Well, thank you very much. This is John Garber, the Master of Disaster, with Randy Weir. Now, have you ever watched The Master of Disaster?
Absolutely.
Do you know how we close every episode?
I can't say as I remember.
We ask them, what would you do if Godzilla stepped on your building? Okay, you ready?
Sure.
1, 2, 3. What would you do? What would you do if Godzilla stepped on your building? Not a team player, Randy. But anyway, thanks so much for being on the show. We'll see you next time.
Well, the first days are the hardest days, don't you worry anymore. 'Cause when life looks like easy street, there is day